a universal vaccine, and a digital ID. As I sit here and take in all of the news from every direction, all I see is deceivers, liars, corporate media, cover-ups, agenda, all pushing the same propaganda. It's time for a game changer, a visionary, an innovative person who changes the way that people think of the situations. It's time for Game Changer TV, telling it like it is. Get in the game. Thank you for tuning into Game Changer TV. I'm your host, Terri Lynn, and this is the channel where every day we're telling it like it is. Today is May 4th, 2025, and everybody was all excited that they thought the end of the vaccines was over with. Well, wait till we get into this. A universal vaccine is coming and a digital ID. So people kind of breathed a sigh of relief when Trump chose an anti-vaccine activist, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., to be his Department of Health secretary, because they thought that this would mean no more vaccines. Well, were we given a bait and switch? So Trump picked him. He was sworn in, and Trump passed by executive order the Make America Healthy Again initiative. And it wasn't going to be anything nefarious. Make America Healthy Again. An anti-vaxxer is going to lead it. Let's get into this. They even started producing their own little propaganda hat, Make America Healthy Again. From yesterday, May 3rd, 2025, RFK Jr.'s Make America Healthy Again movement is coming to a state near you. And 2 days ago, it hit in Louisiana, May 2nd, 2025. Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry bans soda candy to advance Robert F. Kennedy Jr.'s Make America Healthy Again movement. Louisiana Governor Jeff Landry issued an executive order restricting food stamp beneficiaries from purchasing soda and candy. Okay? So, I've heard people clapping, yay, they don't need to be buying candy and soda with their food stamps. They don't need it. And they need to get healthy. They need to quit eating this junk food. These poor people don't need to be eating this junk food. They're a burden on society. They are not healthy. But do y'all know that it is a never a good idea to put the government over people's health? So what do we see going on in this picture from the man that's wanting to make America healthy again and cutting out Cokes and sodas and snacks for poor people, and the President of the United States that wrote the executive order to make America healthy again? Well, they're all eating junk food, but the peasants, they have plans to feed crickets and bugs and mealworms and everything else. You'll be able to buy edible bugs with your food stamps. Oh, Terry, you're a conspiracy theorist. They wouldn't take away snack food off food stamps to make you buy edible bugs while they enjoy their comfort foods, whether it's healthy or not. And these are the people telling us they're going to make us healthy again, taking those choices off the food stamps, but they're going to give you the ability to buy bugs and insects on your food stamps. Terry, you're a conspiracy theorist. Hey Google, can you buy edible insects with food stamps? Yes, you can purchase edible insects with food stamps under your SNAP benefits. SNAP program allows recipients to buy a variety of food items, including insects. And you can go straight to Amazon and order your edible insects. Okay? So these people are filthy rich, eating whatever they want to eat, even though they're telling us we need to get healthy, even though they are about to control every single thing we eat, and they will offer us bugs. Let's see how much these people that are eating their comfort food, how much they're worth when they're telling poor people they can't have it. This is do as we say, not as we do. Do as we say and not as we do implies hypocrisy, where someone tells others to behave in a certain way while they themselves do not follow that behavior. The Make America Healthy Again guy is worth $30 million. Donald Trump Jr., who's seen in that picture eating McDonald's, he's worth $350 million. How much is Donald Trump, the president, worth? 5.2 billion as of April 2025. And how much is Elon Musk worth? $389 billion. So here's the Make America Healthy Again crew, millionaires and billionaires, telling us that we can't eat what they are eating, but they will offer us bugs on our SNAP benefits. Oh, this is about to get good. Mr. Anti-Vaxxer, who Trump selected to make America healthy again. Wait till you see where this is going. Trump hiring anti-vaxxer, sitting next with Elon Musk, who wants to merge man and machine. So how do these, y'all remember on Sesame Street, three of these things belong together? You know, one of these things just doesn't belong. How is all this going to fit together? Crypto kings, make America healthy, controlling your diet, merging man and machine. But he's an anti-vaxxer and he's pro-America. This is nothing bad's going to happen. Anti-vaxxer no more. Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is remaking his image to serve Trump. And what will that look like? Because y'all remember Trump called himself the father of the vaccine. So how can two walk together except they be in agreement? So Trump hires somebody that has a reputation of being against vaccines. So if you're calling yourself the father of the vaccine, would you want to hire somebody who is anti-vaccine, who would be against your agenda? But he gets hired on, he gets appointed, he gets approved. He's hanging out with Trump, make America healthy again. Trump issued the executive order, make America healthy again. Robert F. Kennedy says he's changing his image to serve at the pleasure of the president. And what does Trump believe in? Trump called himself the father of the vaccine and claims he did not get the credit that he deserved for the initial COVID vaccines. Then after Trump's win, Robert F. Kennedy Jr. says that he won't take away anybody's vaccines. Which brings us to today. Are y'all ready? From May 1st, 2025, from Reuters, the United States to develop universal vaccines to target multiple virus strains. U.S. health agencies said on Thursday that they are seeking to develop a universal vaccine technology to target multiple strains of different viruses, such as the flu virus and the coronavirus. In a project the Wall Street Journal reported included $500 million in government investment. The project, which the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services, which he is now over, is calling it the Generation Gold Standard, aims to develop a universal vaccine technology that protects against multiple strains of a virus at once. Making America healthy again. Is it ever a good idea to give the government total control of people's health? Researchers aim to develop a universal vaccine platform that could protect against both COVID-19 and influenza. Researchers aim to develop a universal vaccine platform that could protect against both COVID and influenza without annual updates. Universal vaccines have eluded scientists for years, but now Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is betting this approach will succeed. Trump's HHS and NIH are planning to invest $500 million in a killed whole virus approach to universal vaccines, including such vaccines for flu and COVID. Y'all, this does not say Bill Gates, does it? Trump and RFK Jr. From the NIH, May 1st, HHS and NIH launch next generation universal vaccine platform for pandemic prone viruses. HHS and NIH announced development of universal vaccine for COVID-19 and influenza. Researchers aim to develop a universal vaccine platform that could protect against both COVID and the flu without annual updates. And y'all say, oh, Terry, that's fake news. That's fake news. So let's go to the source. Let's go to the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services press release. HHS and NIH launched next generation universal vaccine platform for pandemic prone viruses. From Washington, D.C., the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the NIH today announced the development for the next generation universal vaccine platform, Generation Gold Standard, using a beta propolilactone inactivated whole virus platform. Now, from the man who said that he wasn't going to take anybody's vaccines away, did he keep his promise? Now, wait till all this starts coming together. February 7th, 2025. India's digital ID system to track financial activities, including vaccine passport. Now, y'all can go to biometricupdate.com, and every day it shows you all the nations, where they're at with their DPI, the digital public infrastructure, where they're at. And they have a common goal of a digital ID, a digital financial system, digital health records. So this is what it's going to look like here. It is a global goal. So let's just look at the technology, overlooking what country it is, but let's look at the technology. Digital ID system to track financial activities, including the vaccine passport. While there are many benefits to digital public infrastructure, such as the seamless sharing of credentials and records and fast payments, these digital systems can just as easily exclude people from participating in the basic aspects of society. Justin Trudeau's government, which now he's not the prime minister, but Justin Trudeau's government in Canada, quiet push for vaccine passports, plot to integrate into digital ID is revealed. The government documents reveal that secret expansion of vaccine passports into a framework for nationwide digital IDs. So vaccines and digital IDs are about to come together. This was from 2019. ID 2020 partners launch program to provide digital ID with vaccines. This is from Integrated Biometrics. No child left behind. How digital identity ensures lifelong immunization. As we close out World Immunization Week 2025, global health leaders are emphasizing the power of vaccines to save lives, prevent suffering, and strengthen communities. Immunization remains one of the most effective and affordable public health tools available, preventing millions of deaths each year. Yet, despite decades of progress, millions of children still miss essential vaccines due largely to gaps in access and infrastructure. One major barrier is tracking immunization for children without official identification. Why identity matters. Voices from the field. It says, without identification, they don't know who the child is, and there's no way to confirm which vaccines they've received. Reliable identity systems are not just about better data, they're essential to saving lives. He said they wouldn't know who had what vaccines. So I typed in digital ID plus vaccine compliance. Digitalized systems can facilitate vaccine compliance by enabling the unique and secure identification of individuals for mass vaccination programs. And it will also be able to exclude you for non-compliance. Now, Trump has been redesigning America via executive orders. His AI executive order, his crypto executive order, AI in education, all of it. None of this has been voted on. Congress and senators have not voted on it. They've not hashed out deals and made changes to the law, to the bill, and then passed it. Trump is redesigning America via executive order under the image of the globalist vision. This is from January 24th, 2025, 4 days after he was sworn in. Trump signs executive order on digital financial technology. So I went and looked up, is Ripple digital financial technology? Yes, Ripple is a digital financial technology fintech. It develops and operates a global network of banks and payment providers using distributed ledger technology, blockchain, to facilitate faster and more efficient cross-border payments. Will a digital ID be needed in digital finance? Yes, digital IDs are increasingly seen as essential for digital finance, offering benefits like streamlined identity verification, enhanced security, and improved financial inclusion. They can help financial institutions verify identities faster, reduce fraud, and make it easier for underserved populations to access their financial services. And people saying, oh, well, Donald Trump's not for digital ID. Donald Trump wouldn't give us digital ID. This is from Africa Check. No, President Trump has not canceled the UN goal of ID 2020 and the Digital Identity Project not run by Bill Gates. Disclosure, Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation is one of Africa's Check's funders. U.S. President Donald Trump has canceled, the claim is, U.S. President Donald Trump has canceled a Bill and Melinda Gates project known as ID 2020, claimed a message widely shared on Facebook in Nigeria. Some versions have more than 100,000 views. The lengthy message circulating on the platform since May 28, 2020, also mentions several disproven COVID-19 conspiracy theories. What is ID 2020? It is the project run or funded by tech billionaire Bill Gates. And what has Trump said about it? Okay. Nonprofit fund for digital identity projects. Now, y'all pay attention. Digital identity or digital ID is a broad term for any digital way of proving a person's identity. ID 2020 is a nonprofit organization that funds projects to ensure that good digital ID is available, ethical, and fit for purpose for all users. Now, let's go down and see this. ID 2020 has not been canceled or shut down by Donald Trump. It is still active. Group and individuals can still request support from ID 2020. Are y'all ready? Will ID 2020 be a digital ID, which we read, but let's just ask Google and see what they say. Yes, ID 2020 is a digital identity alliance that advocates for ethical and privacy protecting approaches to digital ID. They promote the use of digital IDs for various purposes according to the UN article. ID 2020's mission is to help people get access to digital ID technology, and it's going to be connected to these new universal vaccines. Can a digital ID be an RFID implant? Yes, an RFID implant can function as a form of a digital ID. These implants are typically subdermal microchips that contain a unique identifier, which can be linked to the person's information and stored in a database. It says the identifier can then be used for various purposes, including identification, access control, that means no e-services if you don't have it, and contactless financial payments. Now, y'all know Sam Altman, OpenAI. Sam Altman credits Donald Trump for vibe shift in Silicon Valley, February 12, 2025. The vibe shift. Sam Altman says there's been a shift in Silicon Valley's relationship with Washington since Donald Trump took office. Sam Altman, along with other major tech leaders, has embraced the new administration and its tech-friendly policies. And y'all, they're all transhumanist, all of them. All of the people that are now embracing Trump that he is surrounded with. So the vibe shift means that Trump is on board with all of this. Sam Altman, OpenAI. Samuel Harris Altman, born April 22nd, 1985. He was born after I got out of high school. Is an American technology entrepreneur and investor, best known as the chief executive officer of OpenAI. Now, Trump's first full day in office in the White House with this vibe shift that's taken place, his first day back in office, Trump unveils a $500 billion Stargate AI project with Sam Altman's OpenAI, Larry Ellison's Oracle, and SoftBank. Joint venture aims to construct data centers and infrastructure needed to power AI development. And then Trump went on to write the executive order for AI and crypto and removing regulations. Then Trump went on to write the executive order for releasing AI into the schools. Now he announced the joint venture to create the data centers to power the AI. And there he is with Sam Altman. This is about to get good. OpenAI, Sam Altman, requires identity verification for access to its latest models. So they're developing AI that will be required for you to access services. I'm not going to play all of this, but listen to this. The wait is over. WorldCoin's World ID now publicly available. This was from last year, but guess what? It's now in America. Listen to this.
An ID for the entire internet. This is what a one world currency and ID for the entire internet. This is what OpenAI just launched, and it's been flying somewhat under the radar, despite 2 huge technological innovations and 3 offerings which are posing some extremely unsettling implications for anyone who uses the internet. And this is exactly what we're about to delve into in this video, plus more. But first, the One World ID. In an era of burgeoning artificial intelligence technology, verifying the identity of real human users in a sea of chatbots is becoming increasingly crucial. And that's exactly what OpenAI CEO Sam Altman's new venture introduces with its first offering, the World ID, a unique identifier secured through cryptography and state-of-the-art iris scan technology. Developed under the San Francisco and Berlin-based initiative called Tools for Humanity, WIN seeks to differentiate actual human users from AI-powered chatbots in digital interactions. These world IDs can then be stored on blockchain networks with the goal of enhanced user privacy. Furthermore, Altman envisions WorldCoin as a potential game changer for the world economy as a whole, suggesting it as a possible means for implementing a universal basic income and reducing fraudulent activities related to its distribution. Foremost, the WorldCoin project is said to specialize in human identification using biometric scans of its users' eyes, but also simultaneously establishes a global cryptocurrency and payment network. With the rise of AI having made digitally generated data insufficient for attesting one's human status, the company believes that technology will enable a means for verification of humanness once and for all. But what's really going on with your data? Part 2, Behind the Scenes. In actuality, WorldCoin's special camera, known as the Orb, scans pairs of eyes in a process performed by orb operators who receive cryptocurrency or other rewards in exchange for their services. After the scans, the data is then immediately converted into a unique identifier and subsequently deleted, according to the company. With its launch, WorldCoin extends these orbing operations to 35 cities across 20 countries, boasting a user base of millions from its beta phase. Additionally, WorldCoin is scheduled for launch in the first half of 2023, and the software developer kit has already been available since mid-March, providing the tech to differentiate AI from humans. And while some people are voicing their concerns, the company claims this World ID system is simply an open and permissionless identity protocol, enabling individuals to provide proof of their own information. Plus, more than 2 million people have participated, with these orb scans being predominantly available in Argentina, India, Kenya, and Spain for participants to receive coins for their eye scans. And the project is slated for an even wider rollout later towards the end of 2023, entering what's called the next phase.
So this was from 2023. OpenAI co-founder creates digital ID protocol, and Trump's first day in office, Trump has him in the White House. Okay? The man who's wanting a world ID, just like Bill Gates. Look at this. This is from also May 18th, 2023. A secretive annual meeting attended by the world's elites as AI top of the agenda. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman will join forces with key leadership from Microsoft, DeepMind, and Google on Thursday as the secretive Bilderberg meeting starts. This is still from 2023, but we're going somewhere. Prove your personhood. OpenAI to fund dystopian future in line with the World Economic Forum via WorldCoin. Now, Trump knows who this guy is. And Sam Altman says that the whole Silicon Valley vibe has shifted now that Trump is on the scene. Trump's first full day in office, he has Sam Altman in the White House pushing AI. And Trump is writing AI executive orders to deregulate it. This is May 1st, 3 days ago. OpenAI Sam Altman eye scanning crypto project has now launched in the United States. Trump didn't stop it, did he? No, because the vibe has shifted. It's wide open now. Sam Altman, the CEO of OpenAI, has officially launched his controversial cryptocurrency and digital identity project WorldCoin in the United States, aiming to create a global financial and identity network using biometric verification. May 2nd, 2025. OpenAI CEO launches eye scanning digital ID WorldCoin in America. Y'all, that was this week. OpenAI CEO Sam Altman is officially launching his digital ID and cryptocurrency project, WorldCoin, in the United States. WorldCoin uses eye scanning technology to confirm a person's identity in a system called World ID. Does this sound familiar? World ID is a digital ID that uses biometric verification to confirm payments and prove a person's identity. Altman is hoping that WorldCoin will create a global identity and digital cash payment system. Now pay attention. This is from December 15th, 2024, so 5 months ago, from Mercury News out of California. OpenAI whistleblower found dead in San Francisco apartment. I don't know how to say his name. Secure Balaji, 26, claimed the company broke copyright laws. April 8th, a month or so ago, OpenAI whistleblower's parents now say he was shot twice in the head in a death ruled a suicide by the chief medical examiner. 26 years old. Secure, the OpenAI whistleblower who allegedly committed suicide, was shot twice in the head, according to his parents. He was found dead in his San Francisco apartment with a gunshot wound to the head in November, shortly after he told the New York Times that OpenAI was violating copyright laws. His death was initially ruled a suicide by the medical examiner. However, his parents immediately hired a private investigator and did a second autopsy. We hired a private investigator and did second autopsy to throw light on cause of death. Private autopsy doesn't confirm cause of death stated by the police. His apartment was ransacked, sign of struggle, and in the bathroom, and it looks like someone hit him. His father insisted his son was happy and not suicidal. His parents are now claiming their son was shot twice in the head. Are we dealing with ruthless people? Now we know this month is the deadline for the real ID in the United States. And I just saw that Louisiana is having a mad dash to get their real ID. Louisiana residents are rushing to get their real ID compliant driver's license or ID cards before May 7, 2025 deadline, as federal agencies will only accept real ID compliant issued IDs for official purposes. Will that mean e-services, including boarding domestic flights and accessing federal facilities? But top Trump agency reveals the key reason why they're going to enforce the real ID rollout, and it's to fight illegal immigration. That's their cover story. OpenID, this is from Biometrics Update. OpenID community to demo digital ID interoperability. This was May 1st, 2025. OpenID Foundation is bringing together government standards bodies, technology vendors, end user organizations, and technical experts for a demonstration that proves a secure and privacy preserving identity is ready for prime time. Trump is advancing the digital public infrastructure. Trump announces a $500 billion AI infrastructure investment in the U.S. because there's Sam Altman saying the vibes in Silicon Valley have changed now that Trump has taken office. Who's writing all the executive orders, opening the floodgate for all of this to flow through the United States like the Mississippi River roaring. January 24th, 2025, Trump's Stargate AI project, backed by OpenAI, Oracle, and SoftBank, is taking shape. 2030 is when the merge happens, Sam Altman tells Benjamin Netanyahu of the coming man-machine merger. And look at this from November 13th, 2024. Doge should save billions by modernizing, establishing a voluntary secure digital ID to access certain government benefits would be a win-win. February 16, 2023, the debate on implantable identity chips. On the plus side, these chips can be used for streamlined identity verification and improve efficiency. Digital ID to access government services. Digital IDs offer a way to access government services by presenting a digital version of a government issued ID, like a driver's license or a passport, according to Information Technology and Innovations Foundation. This can streamline the processes and reduce the need for physical identification documents. Improving access to and integrity of federal benefits using digital ID technology. Can digital ID, hey Google, can digital ID connect to the blockchain? Yes, digital IDs can be connected to and verified on the blockchain. Blockchain technology offers a decentralized and secure way to manage and verify digital identities, enhancing privacy, security, and efficiency compared to a traditional centralized system. Blockchain enables more secure management and storage of digital identities. A White House executive order, January 23rd, 3 days after Trump was sworn in without his hand on the Bible, strengthening American leadership in digital financial technology. The digital asset industry plays a crucial role in innovation and economic development in the U.S., as well as our nation's international leadership. It is therefore the policy of my administration to support the responsible growth and use of digital assets, blockchain technology, and related technologies across all sectors of the economy. The term blockchain means, y'all, this is Trump's executive order and it's in there. The term blockchain means by any technology where data is shared across a network to create a public ledger of verified transactions linked using cryptocurrency to maintain the integrity of the public ledger and execute other functions. From yesterday, Eric Trump warns that banks must adopt crypto or be extinct in 10 years. Can blockchain be used to connect man and machine? Yes, blockchain technology can be used, and Trump just wrote an executive order to release blockchain. Yes, the blockchain technology can be used to connect humans and machines in various ways, primarily through the Internet of Things and related applications, the Internet of Bodies. Blockchain enhances security, transparency, and trust in data exchange and interactions between humans and machines. Can blockchain be used to merge man and machine? Yes, blockchain technology can play a role in merging man and machine, particularly in the context of decentralized AI. Trump wrote an AI executive order, taking all the safeguards off. Will blockchain work with AI? Yes, blockchain and AI will work together, and there are several ways they can be integrated to enhance each other's capabilities. Blockchain can provide AI with a secure and transparent way to store and share data, while AI can be used to improve the security and the efficiency of blockchain. I just wanted to show y'all the executive order signed May 23rd, 2025, removing barriers to American leadership in artificial intelligence. By the authority vested in me as the President by the U.S. Constitution and the laws of the United States of America, it is hereby ordered. The United States has long been at the forefront of artificial intelligence innovation, driven by the strength of our free markets and world-class research institutions. To maintain this leadership, we must develop AI systems that are free from ideological biases or engineered social agendas. With the right government policies, we can solidify our position as the government leader in AI and secure a brighter future for Americans. This order revokes certain existing AI policies and directives that act as barriers to American AI innovation, clearing a path for the United States to act decisively to retain global leadership in artificial intelligence. Can blockchain be used with crypto? Yes, blockchain technology is the foundation for cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, and it's a key component in their operation. Blockchain is the distributed ledger that works with AI that records and verifies cryptocurrency transactions or digital money transactions, ensuring security and transparency. It also powers other digital assets and applications like decentralized finance, which is part of Trump's executive order on finance. Trump's digital executive order on digital financial technology. So blockchain will work with that executive order. And Trump positions himself as the crypto president at San Francisco fundraiser June 7th, 2024. He called himself the crypto president, the digital currency president. Trump appoints former PayPal executive David Sachs as AI and crypto czar. So he's a globalist, and Trump appoints him to head up our digital currency infrastructure and artificial intelligence that are going to work hand to hand on the blockchain with a digital ID. May 2nd, 3 days ago, Trump's family's net worth has increased by $2.9 billion thanks to their crypto investments, new report says. From yesterday, Trump's quest for crypto riches is a constitutional scandal waiting to happen. Y'all, if he crashes the American dollar, that is basically worthless, and he's investing heavily in crypto, and it's making him wealthy, and he's the president of the United States holding up a new payment system, that would be a constitutional crisis, because he could collapse the world economies and roll in a new financial system at the same time profiting himself and getting extremely rich off of it and forcing the entire country into his new digital currency. Can blockchain be used in transhumanism? Yes, blockchain technology can be used in transhumanism. Blockchain can help facilitate the development and implementation of various transhumanist technologies and concepts, such as decentralized AI marketplaces, secure data storage for personal information, and immutable records for cognitive enhancements. Advanced AI and blockchain technologies are critical to overcoming human biological limitations and achieving the goals of transhumanism. Trust in artificial intelligence makes Trump Vance a transhumanist ticket. Could digital ID restrict unhealthy food purchases? You know, your own SNAP, and you can't get your Cokes and your ice cream and your chips and your Little Debbie cakes. Digital ID could restrict those unhealthy food purchases. Yes, digital ID could potentially be used to restrict unhealthy food purchases, though it would likely be part of a broader policy aimed at promoting healthier eating habits. Brought to you by these people that will control the money, your identification, blockchain, digital ID, AI, surveillance, but will give you bugs. Don't worry, that'll be healthy. Are edible insects healthy? Yes, eating insects can be healthy! Exclamation point. They are a good source of protein, vitamins and minerals, and healthy fats. They're also more sustainable food source compared to traditional livestock. Many insects like crickets and mealworms are high in protein and essential amino acids. Do you think these millionaires and billionaires are going to eat crickets and insects as opposed to traditional sources of protein? But they can control what we eat by digital ID. And here's that article again from September 20, 2019. ID 2020 that Trump is still a part of and partners launch program to provide digital ID with vaccines. Some partners, U.S. to develop now, universal vaccine to target multiple virus strains. And the global goal is to connect people's identification with vaccines. And we've got Sam Altman working on it. We've got Robert F. Kennedy doing his part on it. We got Trump doing his part on it with the crypto. We got Trump doing his part with the AI and appointing people like David Sachs in the blockchain cryptocurrencies. So how soon will it be before you will need a digital ID to access public services? So this was August 20th, 2024 under Biden, but it's still going forth. The Biden administration is drafting an executive order for federal and state governments to speed up adoption of digital ID for the development of a uniform government-run online identity system to verify identity and age and access public websites and services. So how long will it be before we're going to need a digital ID to access any services, finance, transactions? Because 4 days after he was sworn in, Trump signs an executive order on digital financial technology. Is Ripple digital financial technology? Yes, Ripple is a digital financial technology company. It develops and provides blockchain and cryptocurrency solutions for financial institutions, including payment processing, custody, and stablecoin services. Ripple solutions leverage the XRP ledger and its native token XRP to facilitate fast, low-cost, and scalable transactions. From March 6, 2025, Wall Street Journal. The polarizing crypto executive who wooed his way into Trump's orbit. Ripple CEO Brad Garlinghouse stands to benefit from the inclusion of the XRP token in a U.S. digital asset stockpile. And I've shown this before, but Ripple XRP already has the implantable RFID chip. And it's a digital financial asset.
Hello and welcome to our Hackathon project video, where we showcase our innovative solution for the future of digital payments. Our project is called How Ripple CBDC Chip Implants Can Transform Your Life. Ripple is a company that provides solutions for central bank digital currencies, CBDCs, and stablecoins, which are digital versions of fiat currencies that are backed by reserves or assets. Ripple's CBDC platform offers a comprehensive platform for minting, managing, transacting, and each solution is built on a private ledger that is based on XRP ledger technology, a proven blockchain that has transacted over 70 million times over the course of 10 years, and is trusted by financial institutions around the world. Ripple is currently working with more than 20 countries on CBDC plans, including Palau and Montenegro, who have chosen to partner with Ripple to create their national digital currencies. One of the key benefits of CBDCs and stablecoins is that they can enable faster, cheaper, and more inclusive payments for millions of people who are unbanked or underbanked. According to the International Monetary Fund, IMF, CBDCs in developing countries have the potential to bank large unbanked populations and boost financial inclusion. But how can you access these digital currencies in a convenient and secure way? That's where Ripple's CBDC chip implants come in. A chip implant is a small device that is inserted under your skin and contains a unique identifier and a secure cryptographic key. With a chip implant, you can store, send, and receive CBDCs and stablecoins using your own body as a wallet. You can also use your chip implant to authenticate yourself, access services, and make transactions without the need for passwords, cards, or cash.
Are y'all ready? And I've shown this before. The United Nations, Bill Gates, the Rockefeller Foundation launched the 50 and 5 agenda to make digital IDs, vaccine passports, and CBDCs mandatory to participate in society by 2030. 4.5 years. And I showed this from last year, March 12, 2024. The digital ID is part of a social contract between the government and citizens, the World Bank and Verizon chiefs say. When I did a video that said, I will not break covenant with a holy God to sign an unholy contract with a demonic establishment. But Bill Gates says if you don't sign it, you won't be able to participate in society. Digital identity verification will have a breakout year in 2025. Does this sound familiar? And he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their foreheads, and that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. Here is wisdom. Let him hath understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666.
Last night I talked about my involvement in the development of a little microchip implant. And many people have already taken that microchip implant. The news media has talked about it being a good thing. And they will tell you that it's a good thing to have this. Your children won't ever get lost again. They won't be able to give you the wrong medication. They won't be able to You won't be able to lose this thing. And so the plan is underway that you will receive it. I would be remiss if I came to you and didn't tell you that God's word says, don't you take it. No matter how nice they make it sound. Tonight in the Science of Technology, I'm going to be showing you some things. I want you to understand that there is a conditioning that is done in people. Last night
I've shown this video before, but I'm going to show it again because now it brings it all together. The digital ID, the Internet of Bodies, the Internet of Things, connecting to the blockchain, the merging man and machine into one, constant surveillance, losing your soul. So with all that in mind, let's watch this again.
Watch out for 666. Watch out for 666. In a vision of the future, I saw in a vivid dream that the hour is soon coming when men will become machines. A new world order will rise and then demand that
A universal vaccine is coming and a digital ID. Keep serving Jesus. I just want to say, as long as the digital ID is on your phone, you have not received the mark of the beast. It's when they can implant the digital ID underneath your skin that you can't have anything else to do with it. And they have plans to go there. The implanted digital ID will push payment revenue higher. They are going to go from the mobile digital ID to an implant. I don't know how long that's going to be, but they might roll it out quick. But if they transition to online banking on your phone, we can participate in that. It's when the payment system, like XRP's payment system underneath your skin, and when the digital ID goes underneath your skin, that we cannot do it, because then you will be part of the system. You will be merged man and machine. You will not be able to repent. You will not be able to get out of it. Do not take the implantable biometric chip for identification or payment. It is against the word of God, and you will sell your soul. Thank y'all for watching. If y'all appreciate the content that I bring on my channel, would you please consider a love offering? Silver and gold have I not, but such as I have, I give unto thee. All the truth, all the revelation, all the discernment, everything that the Holy Spirit is showing me is coming, I give to the body of Christ to strengthen and edify and warn what is coming. I have no outside job outside the home. I'm not monetized on this. I'm taking care of an adult disabled son. So if you appreciate the content that I bring on this channel, the truth is not for sale. But if you appreciate the amount of time that it takes to research and organize this information and make it understandable, would you prayerfully consider making a donation to the channel? I appreciate it. God bless y'all in Jesus' name. Bye-bye.